Welcome to the final part of Transformers Devastation.
I'm sure you'll all be devastated to know that it's ending.
Yeah, I'm not gonna start this off with a depreciation.
All 100 of you. Because that's how many.
You saying that actually makes
least.
it work.
Oh,
hi, Ekremzik. Weird how I mean, it would be like people to just put it before the final boss, but it's weird how I've only found 2 in this entire game. I don't even know how many there are.
I don't even know what they are.
It's
many?
a bouncing alien light thing that showed up in a terrible episode of the original series that they decided to reference for some reason.
They're like Korok seeds.
Considering I don't really know much about the contents of that because I kept myself spoiler 3, I don't know.
They're like finding.
If you find one, you get access to concept art or something.
They're like finding the cores for that Pokemon Zygarde.
Oh, well, no, the cores are way more numerous. But
yeah. And stupidly placed. As in, they have different locations for day and night. I didn't even know that. That's just awful. You have to go through the whole map twice.
And now we fight all Constructicons at once.
So there's no, I mean, it's something I've begun to notice. Like, once a fight seems too stacked against the main character, but they still win, it becomes noticeable and kind of jarring for me. The fact that all of them are fighting him, he's just gonna win.
Well, no, because remember, we have our Autobot friend from the start of the level. We have them backing us up. I'm not doing everything myself.
Yeah, where are they?
They're around. They're the ones shooting in the background and everything, and they attack, and we haven't been noticing at all.
I saw them, but then when you ran past them, I'm like, wait, do those all look green? Are those them at all? And then I was no longer sure.
I mean, with the perspective, I'm just focused. You see, they're all over the place, and they're also down. Good job, guys. These are the Constructicons here.
Yeah, we can't mess with them.
No, it's more like we can. Just they form into a really powerful Decepticon, but I don't remember them being really threatening all their own.
I mean, the thing is, what was that guy doing? Yeah, the thing is that as a regular fight, it does seem more balanced.
Yeah, well, things are going to become sort of not so balanced in a good minute, as soon as I take down Hook.
It's gonna become like shonen anime.
You'll see. I mean, it's technically already becoming like that, but yeah, they all get down as you know what? Let's form Devastator. That's something I didn't like, where just something in shows where a team has to form something and the individual components are badly hurt. It's alright, let's go form this now. You're still working on the individual components. You don't automatically get a full heal here.
Exactly.
I mean, I take that in consideration with my writing too. So
I mean,
yeah, not only are we fighting
when they
Devastator,
connected, they could run diagnostics.
But they have also the Stunticons have formed Menasor.
Okay, so this is the minute where there's no way he can win this, but he just does.
I mean, there's still the 5 of us working together. I mean, through the power of friendship, we can achieve anything.
I mean, if 5 people are punching at a stone wall, it doesn't start breaking apart.
Yeah, I know that reference from Minish Cap too.
I was thinking of Minish Cap, but I was also thinking of Doctor Who. except only one person, and it was a diamond wall. It wasn't a diamond wall because it's Stephen Moffat, and so he has to make it something that's many times tougher than diamond, because everything in his world is hyperbole and exaggerations.
Says the person who made a diamond fire sword.
That's true, but I made that when I was like 16.
And you kept it.
Yeah, because it's cool.
Sure, okay, sure. This great targeting systems from the glass house you have.
Yeah, I mean, there's a very large difference.
Yeah, large from the carbons being made, except they're on fire.
Yeah, I accept that joke.
Anyways, we've somehow managed to do it. With an S rank, too.
You're saying somehow... It's like... S rank... I'm not sure where I was going with that. You're saying somehow because it's true.
Okay. But now Megatron has retreated back to Earth, and the destruction, or should I say the devastation, is starting to get a little bit worrisome.
So no one has nuked, as in there are no people there. So it's not like they have any people to protect. They can just, they should have just dropped some bombs on that city. No one would have gotten hurt except for evil robots.
And the good robots are here too. You know, the one that defends us from all the other evil robots. And I love this line, it's just like, but you never had the manifolds to do what you need to. I have the manifolds to do what's right. Which basically just, I have the balls.
Yeah.
But, yeah. This fight is surprise, just like, Megatron can wreck you. If you don't know. What's something I don't get is that I threw that away, and my 4 Autobots friends are just like, let's watch the fight from the spectator seats. It's like, pick it up, you idiots!
I mean, maybe they just wanted to see this fight.
I mean, it is a really cool
it's like
fight.
Legendary, yeah. There's lightning strikes and is that lava?
Yeah, lava. Oh god, look at this awesome move that he pulls. Awesome respect. He even laughs after it. That jerk.
I mean, seriously, the government should be doing something about this. I've already mentioned, fairly certain, how I'm not a fan of stories where it feels like, well, not even a fan of stories, because the only example I can think of is Steven Universe, where at first it felt like aliens fighting other aliens, and everyone on Earth and the planet itself is just completely secondary, and nobody around has any use other than being people to save. It seems to be the same thing here, where all of this is happening. We haven't heard any humans saying, we need to close off this city or let's evacuate. We just see the robots start fighting the robots and everything get destroyed.
Well, Autobots said they already deal with evacuation. But man, Megatron just got some really swift hits near the end.
Yeah, he's doing really good.
Not only that, but there's some cinematic things secret cinematic maneuvers that you can pull off. And by the way, is this where I do it? Because I think this is like the... Wait, what the heck? Oh, that's what I did. Because it got like so incredibly bad. It was like, I want to go through this to see if I can do this without using a healing item. Because I've never used one in the thick of battle. That's something that I've actually just almost subconsciously just did in terms of like a challenge. I've never actually used a healing item, I think. So I kind of want to keep that.
Things where like the camera kind of zoomed in a second.
No, you'll see it when it happens. Technically, I'm invincible while doing that to him, so all of his shots did bupkis. But man, just the atmosphere gets even better, like later. It's great. But
so this is not the final boss fight?
Nope. Well, technically yes, but this is the first phase.
Okay. Do
I manage this cinematic thing? Because I don't remember that if if I did it, I think I lost it because I wasn't prepared for it. Or that might have just been my first playthrough. I might be wrong. Wow, he's just taking it like a champ.
Yeah, he like I said, he's kind, he's loyal, respectful of other people's feelings.
Yet he's saying, if I can't have the Ferrotaxis, no one can shoot it in space while you say that.
He shoots it into a matte painting.
Autobots, I'm going to space. This is going to be super epic. You stay here and create a statue in my honor of my epicness.
I mean, that's kind of interesting. The final boss would not have happened if what's his name didn't fire his robots into space. Allow Optimus Prime to get a ride.
Well, he didn't the Insecticons follow that thing on instinct. And Optimus is debating whether to shoot it or not, because, you know, it's, like, super important.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, okay.
By the way...
The final Gunstar Heroes fight.
By the way, there's something about this. The dialogue here, I want you to pay attention. Just like, even while we're talking, I want you to pay attention to the dialogue, especially once we get to the pinch point. But something I need to say now is that here, the damage input for both of you is actually increased massively. So Megatron can wreck you in just a few strikes, but you can technically do the same to him. But I let the battle stay on because the dialogue here is actually super amazing, and I absolutely love it. It's one of the reasons why I love Transformers.
I can understand that sometimes when you see something that you fully realize is the media you enjoy.
Because even there, Megatron is basically just doing like the opposite of what we would do if we found a planet full of robots. He's like, flesh isn't life, it's gyros, servos, and oil. That's what true life is.
Yeah, that's a good juxtaposition. That's not the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, see, I'm just driving around even though I can end him in one strike because this dialogue between them truly just captures everything. And man,
as in,
it's so
they
good.
could have tried to. I mean, I guess you could say you're just being directed by air or gas or something, but
yeah, he has rocket boosters on his feet.
Okay, then. And yet he drives it where he needs to go.
And this is a reference to the movie where he defeats Megatron in the same way. And it's amazing! I love this series!
So now... Finally.
Yes, but Megatron has put it on overdrive. We can't shut it off manually.
So it's going to explode.
Well, it's going to go critical back on Cybertron. I'm not sure if he knows that with the core, but he's going to make a new Cybertron with Earth. That's the plan. But Optimus is like, everybody's going to die if we do that, so I have to do the right thing.
So it's basically, and the thought was just in my head and just completely disappeared.
Yes, he destroys the Ferrotaxis, ending the cyberforming of Earth.
Oh, so it's just Man of Steel then. Where Man of Steel is more or less just Zod trying to cyberform the Earth. Cyberform?
Terraform. Well, I never watched Man of Steel, so... Yes. Autobots. My rocket fuel seems to have run out. Mayday. Seriously, somebody help. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Holy crap. I am on fire. Somebody catch me. See, Gridlock, get ready in the catching position.
I mean, it's not like... Oh my gosh, what's happening to me?
You are just completely out of it. But don't worry, I can take over.
Like, I'm saying something. And while I'm saying it, the thought is just like, you ain't saying me today. I'm like, that's fine, okay. So it says I have other thoughts to say, and then the other thoughts are like, no you don't.
By the way, if you've noticed the dialogue, so there's something you said where, in an earlier part where Optimus was just like, no, Optimus would treat the Earth like it's his home now. It's like, yes and no. You'll see at the end of the game. Here that dialogue implies that he's like, Autobots, we need to stop treating the Earth like it's just a place we're temporarily staying at. We need to treat it like we were forged here and protect it as we would our normal home. Today, this is our home.
Yeah, so it's, well, not symbolic, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's
Where were you two? Where were you two? You are the size of skyscrapers. We could have used your help.
What do they turn into?
No, they're combiners. They're made out of 5 robots each.
Right, maybe they're taking down some of the giant arms in the city.
Just like, whatever. But and that last point is a reference to the combiner that Optimus becomes part of in some continuities. But even though I can't hear the music, I'll say it just right now. The music here that they showed is so 80s and amazing. And the music for this game is amazing. Like so many boss fight themes. And this, I love it. They show stills of like intense battles from a complete 3D perspective where they just zip around and everybody's about to be shot with missiles. It's so cool.
It looks incredible. I really like diorama based art like this.
And there we get more. I think this is Wheeljack. Wheeljack is surrounded on both sides because Shockwave is blasting him, but Soundwave is on the other side. It's just like, he is so screwed right now.
Yeah, he's just like seconds from disaster right here.
Exactly, there's nothing he can do. And then there's this one with Bumblebee just like, draw me like one of your French robots in his last moments.
So this is pretty much showing the fights that were happening. Optimus is just in his shop, twirling his hammer.
But just this is a special form of art here, man. Especially this final battle thing, and how if we listen to the music and how it swells up at this moment. This is the stuff I love. Okay, this is the stuff that I missed when just announcing this franchise just from a site, and man, it's just so good. I love this franchise, which makes the lower points of it actually hurt me, but still the higher points are just so high. It's great, and this game was fun and great, and sure it's a little bit bare bones on a lot of other aspects, but dang isn't it just like true addictive fan service with a purpose fun. And that's what I wanted, that's what I got, I enjoyed almost every minute of it.
That's good. I mean, it certainly does look like an interesting game with an interesting story. And an interesting city.
Yeah, and as I said, they do, there are references, even through the wazoo, there's stuff that I still missed. And stuff that I neglected to talk about that could be a reference to somebody else. Somebody called the Red Gambit did a playthrough with Ryan Malice from Brain Scratch, and me being a big Transformers fan, basically he it's not that he wasn't paying attention to the story, it's more like he didn't understand a few things, and so I was in the comments
basically just schooling him.
Okay, not if you want to put it like that, but just like friendly type of schooling. But he appreciated it.
The kind that doesn't exist. The kind that happens from guidance counselors.
Well, I do study psychology. But the thing is that there is this other guy who was a Transformers fan that started commenting before me, because I had stuff to do on that day, so I didn't get to it as it was uploaded. And he kept commenting before me like 3 days in a row. And then I'm just like, dang it! I can't believe you got the best of me again. And then the Red Gambit, like, commented on that thread. It's like, I guess you're just not as much as a Transformers fan as I thought you were. It's just like, of course I knew that was like a spurring on joke. And so we basically had a contest like, okay, that's it. Next time, as soon as the video comes up and I find the topic that needs to be explained, I'm going to explain it before you. And I managed to do it. And for some reason, I do actually have some sort of pride for that. Not only that, but they referenced that people in the comments, because they didn't want to exactly like name drop. But it's like people just like, don't worry, man. There's certain people in the comments that'll explain this for us. Same thing with Hellfire Cobs, actually, with a lot of stuff with their Pokemon.
I mean, finally, your knowledge of video games is paying off for you.
I know, right? And it just like spreading the knowledge and having people like genuinely learn and appreciate it, especially in Hellfire Cobs stuff, where he did not only stuff with Pokemon Sun and Ultra Sun, but he did Battle Network. And I did the same thing, and it was he also like I talked about like a reference to certain Buddhist mythology and stuff, and he acknowledged me. I was like, oh, that's great, but here's a sequel hook. It turns out somewhere in the Proud Star, Nova Prime is still active. Boo.
That was actually no. Just cut on me saying that was. We can move on.
By the way, the only mediocre grade I get in this entire chapter is at the very end, and that's only because I intentionally let Megatron.
What difficulty is this?
This is medium.
Maybe it just got too good. There are some times when a game's difficulty starts out feeling well, but in the middle of it you have to raise it again.
Well, no. Yeah. Here's the thing, though. I found a really just like the hammer that I got, that I just upgraded. The hammer really is just the best weapon in the game. It's the slowest, but it does the most damage. And I put a lot of my points into damage already, and I was good enough at dodging and counter-attacking, so it wasn't an issue. So I just got massive hits. I just took these guys down. If I used like swords that weren't imbued with status effects stuff, because there are status effects in this game, unless they're specifically imbued in your weapons, you're barely ever going to see them, except for the goop ones from the Insecticons. If it's not for that, then just it would be so much chip damage. I mean, the combos would be longer, but who freaking cares? I got a giant hammer, I'm gonna smash.